Hello everyone, and welcome you all to another chapter of the MS Word Advanced tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 12, and here I'll be showing you guys by drawing chemical formulas using MS Word. Okay, so we'll be using different type of shapes and all to make some chemical formulas, how you'll be able to draw that, and different ways to do that over here as well. So let's not waste time and let's get started. So here, as you guys can see, now I'm here in the home page of the MS Word. So I will create up a blank document over here. And what I want to do is I want to create some chemical formulas. Okay, so let's first insert some images of the chemical formulas. And after that, we'll just copy those things over here using my shapes. Okay, so I do have downloaded few of the chemical shapes over here. Let's see. So let's come over here, and this is the screenshot which I have. Okay, so basically from here, if you want to copy this first one, suppose I will come over here, text wrap, go to square. Okay, so I will just put this thing down underneath. Okay, so first I will be showing you guys how to write these two beds and or how to make these two designs over here. Okay, so for that, what I'll do is I'll just click outside, and suppose I do want to make it over here, go to the insert option, and from insert option go to shapes. Okay, so here basically you guys can see I do have the shapes over here. Okay, so here you guys can see I do have a pentagon. Okay, but what I did over here is a hexagon. Okay, so now here if I want to create a hexagon, okay, so basically you guys can see I am able to create a hexagon quite like this. Okay, so in this case now I have created this one, and what I'll do is I will just fill this up with the white color. Okay, I don't want any fill over here, and if I want to increase the outline a little bit, okay, I can increase the outline a little bit over here. Okay, and I'll just keep that outline as black. Okay, so I will just keep this outline as black. And what you can do is if you want to give this thing a rotation, okay, so basically from here you guys will be able to give this thing a rotation quite like this. So let's try to give this thing a rotation onto this one over here as well. Okay, so let's come onto this option, and from here let's give this thing a rotation. Okay, so here basically you guys can see I have given this thing a rotation. If I want to increase or decrease the size a little bit, I will be able to do that from here. Okay, so here you guys can see now the size kind of looks the similar. Okay, otherwise if I come over here, select this again, so I can just make this thing kind of big. Okay, so this is one way how you will be able to create a hexagon. Okay, so now if you come over here, and now I want to place these lines over here. Okay, which lines do I have? Okay, so I'll just come here in the line option, and from here now what I'm going to do is I am going to create a line over here. Okay, so here you guys can see I will just give a line right over here, go to the shape outline and check the width. From here let's take 1.5, let the width be 1.5 over here. Okay, and if you want to increase the size, okay, you guys will be able to increase the size from here. Okay, and let's give this black color. Okay, so I will give this thing a black color over here. And now again, if you want to create some lines, in that case again I'll select the line option over here, and now here I want to give up a line. Okay, so I will come here, and now I will just give a line right over here. Okay, so I will just give a line quite like this. If I want to increase the size, I will increase the size a little bit. Go to the shape outline, from the width take 1.5. Okay, and the last line I will have to create over here. So I will come over here and I will just click on shift. Okay, it will just create me a straight line. Okay, again shape outline, go to the weight option, from here 1.5. Okay, so here you guys can see now what I can do is I can just select this one and just select the color properly. Okay, so I will just select a black color. So here you guys can see now it kind of looks better. Okay, so if I wanna increase, or if I want to come over here, if I want to decrease the size, okay, I can come over here and maybe decrease the size accordingly. And if I want to move it up, okay, I will be able to move it up from here as well. Okay, so here you guys can basically take up your own time and do that. I know this kind of looks that great, but here you guys will be able to make those designs quite by yourself, kind of like this. But suppose now if I just move this thing around, here you guys can see it is just moving around by only this one. Okay, so these are different objects. So if I want to move everything all together, as this is a chemical formula, so I will just go back again to the same position. And now what I'll do is I will come here in the option right over here. Let's go to the home page. From the home page, I will come here onto the select option, and now I will click on select objects. Okay, so now I will just click on this one, and all of these things are being selected. Okay, so now I will just click or right click on my mouse, and after that I will click on this group option, and now I will just group these things up over here. Okay, so now here you guys can see if I just keep this thing right over here, and now if I want to write something, okay, so now I will be able to write over here. Okay, so let's type benzene. Okay, so let's type BENZENE over here. Okay, so you will be able to write things quite like this. Okay, otherwise if you want to create a text box altogether, you guys will be able to do that from here as well. Go to insert option, go to the text box option. Okay, so from here select a text box, and now just write accordingly. Okay, so I will just write benzene over here, and now I will just decrease this size. Okay, so I will just decrease it over here. And what I can also do is I can just come up here, and now I will go to the shape fill option. I will give no color, and also I don't want any outline. Okay, so here if I don't want any outline, in that case I can come here and select the no outline option. So now bring it over here, okay, wherever you want to put. So now once you have put, if you want both of these things to move all together, come here, go to select objects option, and basically from here you guys will be able to select this object. Okay, and now here if you just right click, okay, so if you want to edit the text, you guys can come here and edit text altogether. So now I will just select both of this all together, right click, okay, and I will just group this thing up. Okay, so now I have grouped this thing up. Wherever I do try to move this one, it will be moved. Go to shape, format, go to this one over here, and now if you try to move this thing up, you guys will be able to move this thing up from here as well. Okay, so let's come to this option, go to the hexagon over here. Otherwise let's come here and go to this text box 2. Okay, so from this option you guys can come here in the wrap text option, and now you guys can select the square. Okay, and if you just want to move this thing up, suppose if I come down over here and deselect the select panel, so now if I want to select this one, if I want to get this thing kind of down, I will be able to move this thing up over here as well. Okay, so this was about how you'll be able to create the benzene. Okay, so the same way if I come, okay, and I try to make this other one, okay, go to the shape option, select this hexagon again. Okay, and now once I have selected the hexagon, now I will be able to create some hexagon properly. Otherwise you guys can come here, and with control here you guys can see how it looks. Okay, so I will be able to make things kind of like this. Okay, and now I will go to shape fill, and I will just give no color. Go to shape outline, and maybe I'll just increase the width from here. Okay, and I'll just decrease it a bit. Okay, so this one is fine. If you want to give this thing a rotation, you guys can come here and give this thing a rotation kind of like this. Okay, and again, if you want to create a circle, come here and maybe with shift, okay, create a circle accordingly. Okay, and once you have created the circle, you guys can put it here in the middle. Okay, and now just remove the fill color. Okay, maybe select this one and place it over here in the middle. Okay, so let's come over here and let's try to position it quite well. Okay, so let's come over here and let's try to position it quite nicely. So yeah, this is done. So now if I want to group this thing again, go to the select option, select objects, and from here, I will just right click again, go to the group option, and I'll group this thing down. Okay, and I will just keep this here just beside this benzene, and this is also another benzene over here. Okay, this is how you guys will be able to create these chemical icons right over here. Okay, so now let's see another one. Okay, so now if I want to create things like this, I will be able to do that. Suppose what happens is you do have a page full of text. Okay, so let's open up a new file. Let's come here, go to the open option, and from here let's go to the browse. Okay, and let's come down over here onto my resource file. Okay, so now basically from here let's take this down. Okay, and here you guys can see now I do have another document right over here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to put some things right over here. Okay, at this particular point I want to put up some logos. Okay, so in that case what I'll do is I will come over here and now I will go to this insert option, and from the insert option here you guys can see there is an option called the object. Okay, so I will just select the object from here. Okay, and now I will go down, and what I'll be searching is I will be searching for MS Word document. Okay, so I'll just select this MS Word document, and here I will just click on OK. So here you guys can see I have created a new document right over here. So now again what I'll do is I'll come here and now I will just copy these things out. Okay, so let's take this, let's go to select and select objects. So from here now I will just copy this thing up. So let's just copy this one. Okay, Control C. And after that, what I can also do is I will just come over here again, go to this file, and I'll just click on Control V over here. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have clicked on Control V and this one is copied. And now again, I will come onto this option and I'll just click on Control C, come to this one over here, and again basically from here you guys can click Control V. Okay, so I can just move this thing around here in the same line. Okay, so now what I can also do is let's come here and let's check this place out. So basically here you guys can see that now I do have this particular lining right over here. Okay, whatever I will put on those documents, it will come over here and I will be able to see this thing down. Okay, so now from here basically if you change this box size, you guys will be able to change the box size from here as well. Suppose if you want to make some changes, okay, in that case what you can do is you can come over here in this document, and what you can do is you can just click onto this option. Okay, suppose I will just select both of this, and if I will come over here, select objects, so I will just click outside. Okay, so I will just try to select both of these objects. Okay, select all, and now if I want to just move this thing down, I will be able to move this thing up over here as well. Okay, so let's come down here and let's try to move this thing objects. Okay, so now again if I come to this Word file, here you guys can actually see that how it actually looks right now. Okay, so this is how you guys will be able to create some spaces, and now on top of this one you guys won't be able to write anything down. Okay, suppose if you come here and suppose you decrease some point from here. Okay, and now here let's copy this text. Okay, so let's copy till here, And now what I want to do is I want to come over here, and if I want to start typing, okay, so let's come over here, let's click on to the space option. So now let's come back again, and let's come here down, let's click on enter. Okay, so you will be able to start typing over here, but basically here you won't be able to write anything down. Okay, so let's go back, control V, okay, control X again. So let's select this one. Okay, so let's select this, control C, and come here and just click control V. Okay, so control V over here. So if you want to decrease the size, okay, you guys can come here, go to the home option. From the home option, basically you guys will be able to decrease the size, maybe give this thing unbold. Okay, so now you won't be able to move this thing up or change anything right from here. Okay, so that is another option what you guys will be able to use. Okay, so this is how it actually looks like. So if I come over here, and now what I can do is let's increase the size a little bit. Okay, so now this looks quite similar. Okay, so now if I just click onto this option here, you guys can see now I am not able to see those particular chemical icons. So I can click over here, and here you guys can see once I click on this one, now I do have those icons right over here. Okay, so now whatever changes you make on those things, okay, you guys can come here, and if you want to go back, you guys, if you want to delete anything or if you want to add anything, whatever you add, it will go up to there, and from there you will be able to select the box size. So for the shapes and all, I prefer that you make these things objects. Okay, like if you if you're printing or if it's only for digital use. Okay, so both of these cases, this thing is quite nice. So hope to see you all in the next chapter. Till then, take care and goodbye everyone.